Oh, hello. My name is Mara, and welcome to Books Like Whoa. So I think I'm gonna title this something like my birthday book haul, and that is because I got a number of bookish related things related to my birthday, and we'll talk about those in this haul as well as my normal haulage, which are just the books that I have picked up here in the last few weeks. So I think let's start with those like bookish related gifts, and then we'll move into the actual books. Okay, so first my mother gave me some beautiful bookends. So these are actually antique, like Art Deco bookends. And they're little kitties. They're for my cats, Hastings and Marple. So these are so beautiful. And I'm actually gonna get, not behind this couch, but behind the opposite couch, I'm going to be getting a low bookcase just to like kind of help divide the room a little bit better. And I think these are gonna go on there. So anyway, I really think these are beautiful and very, actually, she didn't know, but I had just put on my Etsy favorites a pair of bookends that looked almost identical to this. So great minds think alike. And then my friend Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany got me a Flame Noir candle. And I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but the scent is St. Mary Mead, which is of course where the inimitable Miss Marple lives. And I just thought that was so cute. Smells really good. It is a prudent blend of fragrant black tea, fresh cotton, whispering jasmine, and the soft airy scents of an English garden. So very appropriate for Miss Marple and super cute. So I don't want to burn it because it's so nice, but I will, eventually I will give in and I'll burn it. And speaking of Agatha Christie, my friend Leanna from Leanna's Library gave me this bookish flower, which is, well, you can't see it, but it lives in a vase on my shelves in my kitchen. And all of the petals are made out of pages from an Agatha Christie book. So I'm pretty easy to buy for. If it's something bookish and if it's something Agatha Christie, I'm gonna like it. So thank you so much to her. And then I guess transitioning into actual books, my friend Amanda from The Naughty Librarian sent me The Worst Best Man by Mia Souza, which I'd actually already read in the time between when she ordered this for me and it arrived. But it was a very good pick because I really enjoyed this book. So thank you to her for that, and good job picking a book that I was gonna like. One of the good things about having BookTube friends is that there's some of the few people I would trust to actually buy a book for me because I think they can pick what I will like. So that was very kind. And actually one of my other friends gave me a gift card to our local bookstore, and I'm gonna go pick up the book from that today, but that will be in next month's haul. So anyway, all around lovely bookish birthday. I actually had I felt like a much better quarantine birthday than I was expecting to. Like I turned 33. It's not like it was any like exciting birthday, but I had so many people checking in on me, which was so nice. And my coworkers sent me a cake, which was very sweet of them. Yeah, one of my friends dropped by and we hung out a little bit. Yeah, just all around. It was a quiet birthday, but one that I felt very loved in. So it's just a good reminder I have lots of wonderful people in my life. And yeah. So, okay, sentimental like whoa, we'll stop there. And we can transition into the other books that I got this month. Okay, so I did receive a physical copy of The Shadows by Alex North from Macmillan Audio, which was very kind of them. They sent this to me so that I could take a picture of it for Instagram because I'd already listened to the e-version, but I did get a physical copy, and thanks again to them for helping me run that. So that was, I think, the only thing that came from publishers this month in terms of like a physical book. Then in terms of things I picked up for a challenge that I can't tell you guys about yet, I did pick up 4 books. So first I picked up The Virgin and the Rogue by Sophie Jordan. I just started reading this and it seems like it's gonna be really fun. It includes a love potion in a historical, which I have not read since like ye oldie days of highly problematic old school historicals. So I'm excited to see what a modern take on that's gonna be. Also, this cover is so quintessentially romance. Like, look at him. He's got his shirt halfway off him for no reason. Lord help us. Anyway, so I'm reading that right now, actually. Read and really enjoyed Passing by Nella Larson, and this was, yeah, just super good. This is a classic of Harlem Renaissance literature. It's short, but it packs a punch, and thematically is about the concept of two biracial Black women who are passing as white and how that impacts their lives. So this is really good. I tried to read and DNF'd Prince of Sin by Cass Ford. I got this in physical form because the ebook was basically the same price, and just like philosophically I couldn't wrap my head around that, so I got the physical book. I picked this up because I read a book from Mariana Zapata back in the day called Lingus, which I liked. Now some of that is because Mariana Zapata I love, but it was a romance where the hero was an adult film actor. And this is another one where the hero is an adult film actor, and I thought, oh, it might be interesting to see sort of like compare and contrast that hero type, because I hadn't really read a lot of that. But this ended up being kind of seedier than I was really into, so I ended up DNFing this, which was too bad. And then I picked up Indigo by Beverly Jenkins, Queen Beverly Jenkins. I read one, I don't even remember which one it was. I read a Beverly Jenkins back when I first started reading romance, and I realized that she writes like an angstier or like a more serious historical, which is traditionally like not really my thing in a romance. And so I just never really came back to her to read more, but I really would like to read more from her. And now that I kind of know what she does, and I also know my own historical romance taste better, I think I now know the kind of mood to be in to pick this up. And I also picked this particular one, this Indigo, because the tropes in it I thought were probably closer to something that I would like for a more serious historical. So I believe, if I'm remembering rightly, this is set during like pre-American Civil War, and it is a romance between one of the conductors on the Underground Railroad and one of the enslaved people who is escaping. So I think that this will be very emotional. This will be a very emotional read, but I'm very excited to read more from Beverly Jenkins because I remember her prose quality being really high. I think basically I just need to be in the mood to read like historical fiction when I read her, and not necessarily a historical romance, because it's pretty like emotional. So anyway, I'm excited to get to this one. And I'm hoping this will like inspire me to go on more of a Beverly Jenkins journey. I did pick up her Destiny series, was on sale on Kindle for $1.99 recently, so I picked up all 3 of those. So I'm hoping this will inspire me to also tear through that little series and get some like Beverly Jenkins binging happening. Can you hear my cats? They are literally just running back and forth around the house. They are frolicking. I don't want to... Oh, my sassy little kitty cats. Okay, so now we've got 2 books that I picked up because they were recommended to me. And actually, I got halfway through The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, and I had to give it back to the library. So I need to get back into this, but I was really enjoying this. It's very like whimsical fantasy. It also has an Own Voices male romance, which is something that is really the only kind of queer romance novels I'm comfortable reading on the male side. I don't know, is this time to get into the full thing? Basically, I'm just uncomfortable with the fact that most male romances are written by cis women for other cis women to read. And so I've really been trying, like, I kind of just put it to the side for a long time. And now recently I've gotten a few recommendations of Own Voice male romance and have been wanting to dip into that a little bit more. And TJ Klune is always like one of the #1 people who comes up for that. And I totally see why, based on, I think I got like 30-40% of the way through this. I was really enjoying it. So I'm gonna get back into this at some point. And then speaking of the Naughty Librarian from earlier, my friend Amanda was raving about The Good Luck Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis on a little group chat we've got going. And then my friend Bethany piped in and was like, oh, I really like that one too. And this just sounds like a really interesting like fantasy Western where these girls have, I think it's YA, and I think these girls have basically been trafficked. Like I think they're in some sort of like brothel kind of situation, and they are escaping from that. And also there's magic and them being badasses. So I think that this all around 2 different fantasies, both of which I think I will very much enjoy, and both of which that came highly recommended. Then a book I picked up in physical form because I enjoyed the ebook so much was When She Purrs by Ruby Dixon. If you've been watching my channel recently, you've heard me rave about this a couple of times. I just think that Ruby Dixon writes really campy sci-fi romance in a way that has actual like thematic weight to it, and I just respect the hell out of that. And this is just so good. All of these books tend to be like marriage of convenience, which is something that really works for me, especially in a sci-fi romance. Yeah, I really love this. So I picked up a physical copy of this one. Let's see here. Then I picked up the Autobiography of Malcolm X by Alex Haley, as told by Alex Haley, I guess, from my local independent bookstore because they had copies come in. And this is a book I've always wanted to get to. Alex Haley is from my hometown, and I've always thought that I would include this if I did like a reading from my hometown kind of challenge. Like, he's from Knoxville, Cormac McCarthy is from Knoxville, and he actually has a book set in Knoxville that I thought I might read for that. I believe Nikki Giovanni, the poet, was from Knoxville, and then James Agee is also from Knoxville, or at least they like grew up, spent significant parts of their lives in Knoxville. So anyway, I've always thought that I might include this book as a part of a challenge like that if I get to it eventually. And I saw that there was a copy available, and these have been hard to get your little hands on, so I went ahead and scooped it up when I saw that they had it. And then last, I picked Home Before Dark by Riley Sager as a Book of the Month Club pick. And I got this because I really like Riley Sager's writing, but his trope combo isn't always for me. But this one seems like it'll be a really good trope combo for me because it's like a spooky house, what happened in the spooky house in the past, what's happening in the spooky house in the present. That tends to be something that I'm into. So I thought this would be like a fun thriller mystery kind of thing for the summer. And yeah, I think that's it for my haul. Not one of my biggest ones, but a very satisfying one. I got a lot of cool stuff in that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I picked up on my physical TBR recently and some bookish related swag I received for my birthday. I definitely enjoyed receiving all of it. And yeah, let me know a book that you have picked up recently that you are really excited to get to in the comments below. And I think that will do it for now. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, follow me on the social medias if you are so inclined. I have all that information listed in the description box below, along with a link to register to vote. And yeah, I think that will do it for now. I hope you are having an absolutely lovely day today, and I will just talk to you soon. Bye!